lived in England or certain parts of the UK for at least 12 months, you are 18 years old and above, you have mental capacity, regardless of the passport you hold. God forbid, should you die right now, your organs will be automatically donated to somebody else who needs it to save this person's life. Yes, it is presumed that you've already given consent. That's the new law. It's called Max and Keira's law. If you want to know the details, stay tuned. Stop that. Hi guys, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Danielle Griselda. On this channel, I talk about nursing, I talk about life in the UK as an immigrant in general, and I talk about opportunities for people to relocate abroad. If these are topics that interest you, kindly consider subscribing. And this new law is called the Max and Keira law. Somebody would ask, why Max and Keira? Here's a picture of Max Johnson. This is him many years ago, and this is him currently. He is the one that the law has been named after, Max Johnson and Keira. These are the people that the law was named after. When Max was 8 years old, he was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy and he was in desperate need of a heart transplant. And 9-year-old Keira also had a car accident around the time, but her organs were still in shape. The heart of Keira was used to save Max, and that's how come Max Johnson is still alive. That is why this law was named after them. The other organs of Keira was used to save 3 other lives, and those people are also alive today, benefiting from their organ donation. This would not have been possible if Keira, the donor's parents, had not agreed. And now all these families have their loved ones with them, including Max Johnson, because Keira's family consented to their daughter Keira, who was only 9 years old at the time of the car crash, their daughter's organs being donated. Although their daughter is no more, part of their daughter is still alive in other human beings, and that gives them fulfillment. That was why this law was named after them, because it's such a touching story. It's the Max and Keira law, and this law came into effect somewhere around 2020. Prior to this whole law, if you want your organs to be donated, you would have to get consent or let your next of kin or your family members know, so that in case of any accident or when you're dying, then they can say that, oh yes, when he was alive, he used to say that he would like his organs to be donated if possible. But now it is automatic. It is already presumed that you already have given consent, unless you do what we call opt out, and I'll come to that later. So now, if only you die, and there are certain circumstances that will make your organ be useful, you should have died in a hospital, you should have died in, let's say, an intensive care, and your organ should be in good shape, blah blah blah. If all these conditions are met, it is considered that you've already given consent to your organs being donated, unless you opt out. So if, let's say, your faith or your religion or your beliefs does not permit you to give your organs out should you die, then you should do what we call opt out. I'll leave a link to the NHS website where you can go online and then opt out. And obviously your decision to opt out will be respected. Maybe you want to die whole. You don't want to die piece with some organs not in you. You want to die with everything that you came on earth with. If that is your belief, you'd have to opt out. Most people don't know this. I recently went to the pharmacy to buy some over-the-counter medication, and I saw a card there about opting out, and I'm like, what is that? Let me pick it. So it was that made me read further about this. Although I'm a nurse in the UK, I had no idea about this. So that is the Max and Keira law, which was passed in 2020. Another fact is that only about 1 in 100 people who die will be able to donate their organs in the first place. So not everyone can be a donor, and then donors are usually people who, like I said, who died in a hospital setting, let's say an intensive care unit or an emergency department. And for those who are wondering that means my organ is likely to be removed even when I'm not really dead, no. The medical team that deals with your treatment in intensive care, they are independent of the transplant team. So it's not like they're intentionally going to let you die because they know you have viable organs so that it will be donated. No, not at all. There is a procedure. They would make sure that you are really dead. All other criteria are met before your organ will be donated, if you have not opted out. You know, the UK consists of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and all these countries have modified the law a bit. In Wales, they say that the legislation for Wales is deemed consent. This means that if you haven't registered an organ and tissue donation decision, you will be considered to have no objection to become a donor. Just like England, if you haven't made any decision yet on the website or using the link below, you'll be deemed as giving consent already. If you should die and they confirm that you are going to die anyways, but your your organs are still working, it is deemed that you've already consented to being a donor. So Scotland, the legislation is also deemed authorization. This means that if you have not confirmed whether you want to be a donor or not, you will be considered to be willing to donate your organs and tissues when you die. And in Northern Ireland as well, they said the legislation in Northern Ireland has changed to an opt-out system of consent. In line with other regions of the UK, this means that if you haven't registered an organ and tissue donation decision, you'll be considered to have no objection to becoming a donor. It looks like all the other places, they're just calling it different things, but it's the same thing. Deemed consent, deemed authorization, no objection, blah, blah, blah. It's basically the same thing. So far as you're 18 years old, you have mental capacity, and you've lived in the UK for at least 12 months, they don't care what passport you have. If you should die and then they realize that you're going to die anyways, or you are dead and your organs are viable, you are considered a donor automatically. If you want to make amendments, let's say you don't mind your heart being transplanted, but with other organs you don't want to be a donor, you don't want to donate them, you can make all these changes in there. There are some people who do not like this, and I watched the video, I'll leave a clip here so you can listen to it. There are some people who are really against this law.
Hi, I'm Rosie Edwards, and this is why I oppose opt-out organ donation despite the fact that I'll need a kidney in the future. Our bodies are sovereign. We have autonomy over our bodies in life, and I believe that we should have autonomy over our bodies in death, and I don't believe the government should be able to legislate as to what happens to our organs.
So it says, under this new system, individuals who do not wish to donate their organs after death must officially register their decision on the National Organ Donation Register. If they do not opt out, their organs can be used for transplantation upon their passing. This law came into effect on May 20th, 2020 in England. So somebody will say, what are the main benefits of this? Obviously, it's used to save many lives. Max Johnson is still alive because of Keira's heart, and obviously Max's family will be forever indebted. Also in the UK, organs are not sold, and I think it's the right thing. They know that this is priceless. No amount of money can be able to buy a part of a human being. Donation or donating is the best way to go about it. And for some people as well, they really don't mind. They would rather be donors than not be donors. However, they may not think they are dying soon, so they will not be able to register before this whole system came into force. They would forget, or they would think, oh, I'm healthy, I'm not going to die anytime soon, there's no way I have to make my will or let my next of kin. I don't like talking about this anyways, but now, because it's deemed that you've already given consent, should any accident happen and you're rushed to the emergency department and then you die, you're able to save somebody's life. And apparently the organs and tissues of one person can save up to 9 different lives, so far as you're compatible. And this also helps the UK to solve the problem of donor shortage. The UK prior to this had a shortage of organs, or people willing to donate their organs, because like I said, not a lot of people want to even talk about this anyways. Meanwhile, accidents do happen and your tissues could be used to save up to 9 lives. Why don't they? That has solved that issue. And the disadvantages is that people would no, why are you presuming consent? At least you have to ask me first for me to make a decision. So that's where lots of people have an issue, or some people have an issue with. You would have to opt out. Other than that, it will be taken as though you want. And then if you do not opt out, like I said, it's deemed that you've consented. But if you opt out, your decisions will be respected. And if you have loved ones as well, I mean, this is not a topic that anybody wants to discuss, but you can chip it in today if you watch this together, and then let them know that, hey, of course I want my organs to be donated to somebody to save the person's life. Or hell no, I want to die whole. Do you think this is a good law to be passed? But before you make your decision, remember that there are over 6,000 people currently on the NHS list waiting for one organ or the other, and they say that every single day as they wait, about 3 people die. Before you make any decision, think about it. So let me know what you think. What does your culture, or what does your belief, or what does your religion or faith say with regards to organ donation? I know there are some religions or some faiths that do not even accept blood donation, even if they're on their dying bed. Obviously, such people, I don't think they would agree to this. So if you're such a person, you would have to opt out, although we know you're not dying. If the personal decision, obviously you'd have to opt out. And there are people that urgently, they need transplants one way or the other, but they do not like this whole system. Let me know, what do you think? Honestly, me, I haven't really thought deeply about it, but let me know what you think in the comments. It's a good way to go. Comment below.
Organ donation is when one person chooses to give an organ to save or improve the life of someone else. Organ donation is your decision. You can choose which organs to donate or opt out of donation altogether. If you are Black, Asian or minority ethnic, choosing to donate could increase the chances of someone from the same background finding a life-saving match. Every organ donor has the potential to save up to 9 lives. Whatever you decide, please talk to your loved ones. Get the facts from the organ donation website to help you.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.